Is this like a look? Not a look? Hello. Sorry about this weird intro. I did not feel like setting up a whole tripod situation for this little itty bitty beginning bit. So we're at a weird angle. Okay, there's a lot going on. But hello, welcome to this video. I'm Mel, welcome to Mel's Dollhouse. I am bringing you a video about my 2026 doll plans. I'm going to be switching the view to my OBS setup soon. The camera quality is maybe a smidge worse, but I'm going to show the different dolls I'm getting. They're either on the way or I'm planning on getting, and kind of talk you through what I'm gonna do with them, what the vision is, and then we can look at how cute they are together. If any of you want to share any doll plans in the comments, please do. I love talking dolls. I don't really have an outline or anything prepared for this one. It's just I made a list of the dolls I'm planning on getting, so I imagine this will be very informal, chatty. We'll see. Also, I'm sorry, this chair is so squeaky, but this is my streaming chair. So hi, hello. This is me now. We're going to start with the dolls I have ordered. They're on the way, dolls I'm definitely getting. And then we're going to go into the dolls I'm planning on getting this year. And then I have a couple of dolls I want to get next year. I just have to remember that my face is in this upper corner. So when I'm showing you stuff, I have to remember not to block things. Whoa. Who is she? I'm looking at this real quick. I like that she has a more mature look about her. Wow. Anyways, that's not what I'm here for. I am looking for a Xiao by Huajing doll. Low-key, it's kind of hard to navigate this site. Never mind, it worked great there. Well, we'll take it. This is the doll I think who is coming in next, a Xiao. As you can see, she's actually, in my opinion, pretty affordable. She, I ordered on my birthday as I got a little bit of money for her from my mother. I love how cute and happy she looks. Oh my goodness. I'm dead. So I did get her with a face up, which is the Legend doll face up. I got the white dress version, so I guess it comes with a large chest. Also, there might be doll nudity in this, I'm not sure. A lot of them are going to be based on my D&D characters, like the doll I have now, Xiao. What's interesting about Xiao, I think it's partially because I got the doll and then I was like, oh, she might fit this character. And she didn't have a wig the correct color because Xiao has really dark brown black hair and she dresses very militaristic, I guess. I got the doll and I absolutely loved her, and I think the name Xiao suits her, but for that doll it feels more like dressing up that doll as Xiao and not her being Xiao. Does that make any sense? Which was a long-winded way of being I don't know how it will be with this one because I just wanted this doll and I didn't have a, oh, she's so cute. I didn't have a specific plan on which character she would be for, but I think I settled on it. Sorry if I'm just kind of scrolling through pictures while I'm yapping, but this is where we are today. There's a campaign in the second NPC. Wow. There's an NPC I'm planning on adding in the second campaign named Juliet. Juliet is a character I've toyed with over the years. I'm going to make this doll Juliet, but this doll is also inspiring Juliet. This doll is a vampire. Juliet was not going to be a vampire, and so now I'm making Juliet a vampire. So it's kind of a little bit of both. I'll be making this doll Juliet, but this doll will also be making Juliet who she is. Oh my gosh. Me, if I could actually click things, that would be so cool of me. So I'm curious to see how she turns out because this doll just looks so absolutely sweet. But Juliet, my plan for her is to be this like mafia boss daughter. Her family owns this big fashion house, but they're also in charge of like a lot of like the textile industry, and they have a ton of money, and they're very protective of their business and how their money runs and their family. So I actually pictured her aesthetic kind of being like this K-pop idol Shin Jimin, this particular look from her video Hey. This came out years ago. The pink hair, the jewelry. I love this look. What is that called? Boa? Is that what that's called? Why am I blanking? And I think her sweet face here would be really cool to see her like with that aesthetic. I do picture kind of like Shin Jimin, Soyeon from Idol having this kind of like nasally voice, but she's like totally fearless. She looks sweet here, probably sweeter than I imagine Juliet being. But the sweetness of the doll might influence how nice Juliet is. You might not expect it from like these photos, but that is what I'm planning on making her. And she is probably the next one to come in. This week, next week, I'm expecting her to ship. So that's that doll. The reason I was talking about Xiao earlier and it feeling like I was dressing Xiao up as my character versus the doll being my character in a sense, is because I was wondering if it would feel like I was dressing up the doll Xiao as Juliet, or if she would wind up feeling like Juliet. And I'm also wondering that for these two, so I ordered Moira and Thalia. Let's ignore the prices on those. I don't have specific characters planned for these two, so I did kind of wonder, would that affect my attachment to them? Gosh, Moira is so beautiful. I don't think I landed on regret, but I was definitely worried because I'd just spent so much money on these dolls. I'm not even planning on like a character that she's based off of. Did I just make a mistake? But every time I actually look at her, she's so beautiful. So I don't know, I'm quite happy with it, and she's gonna look like, oh my gosh, these outfits are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. The one I have maybe slightly more regrets about is Thalia. She's really cute too. I love that. I adore her outfit, her wig. She reminds me of the Genshin character Neve. And they have these photos together of Moira and Thalia. They might not be on here. So I'm on the Gem of Doll website because Moira and Thalia have photos together. This is probably part of their marketing, you know, is to release them together. You want them to match. Y'all, they got me. And Gem does this, like these two go together, like they release them in pairs, right? And I'm interested in getting Emma down the line. I really like the look of Gem of dolls personally. I'm not necessarily interested in getting the pairs just cause, but I think it's because I just adored Moira. I like Thalia, and I love her outfit and her wig. And it just feels like these two go together. Like, obviously they do, but like I saw them and I was like, I really want her and I kind of want her. And I was like, they're on sale and they're besties. Like, they, to me, look like best friends who refer to each other as sisters, and like people think they're sisters but they're actually best friends. And I like the aesthetic. It's like caramely chocolate, like that's the vibe I'm getting, even though it's like teacups and flowers and stuff. I just love this look. I was gonna get the outfit anyway and I kind of wanted the doll, so I was like, I'll get it full set, it'll save me money. Doesn't save me money buying dolls. Don't fall into this trap. If I buy the dress now and then buy the doll later, like it'll be cheaper to buy them together. I think Moira will just be Moira. I might rename her, but I don't know. Thalia looks like a potential contender for my D&D character Noella. I could see her having kind of a face like that. And I don't normally like dolls with this much of an open mouth, Moira's pretty close. I just favor that, but I do have exceptions. But I want these two to be best friends, and I was like, then is my D&D character gonna be best friends with this like random... I don't know. That's why I should have thought this through a little more, but they're already on the way. The layaway's almost paid off. I think this is the last doll on the way. I'm assuming it's pronounced Neve, Sleep Eidolon. I wanted this doll regardless, but my best friend, her name is Bianca. She has a D&D character named Charleway, and I kind of thought this would be a good doll for Charleway because Charleway's like a snow princess. We didn't get the full set because Charleway's a princess. She'd be wearing different... I mean, this is like nice snow goddess, but we wanted to save the money because we'd mostly dress her up in something else anyway. But she's an elf, so we did get the like fairy ears. And she saw my dolls and was like, oh, it would be kind of cool to get a doll of my D&D character. And I was like, yo, I thought this doll would be good. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I kind of want this doll. So we went halvesies, and we're basically going to co-parent. I imagine we'll film an unboxing together, actually. That'd be really fun. That's her PC in the campaign, that IDM. So she's like one of the main characters, and that's the one we're turning into a graphic novel. If you're interested in how that graphic novel is going to shake out, please feel free to check out Level 21 Official. I'll link information below so you can learn more about the character, and we probably will use her on our Level 21 account as well. 90 working days is not that bad. About 3 months. I don't remember how long ago we ordered her. Maybe 1 month? It's like there's this big gap here, and then I'm just gonna have a stream of dolls rolling in from the terrible financial decisions I made months ago. Those are all the dolls I have ordered. While I'm on here, I'm going to show the other dolls I'm planning on getting this year. I wanted this head. As you can tell, these dolls are basically going to be based off my D&D characters. I have a D&D character. He goes by a ton of names. Mostly we call him Ambrosia. I'm not really planning on collecting a lot of boys, but I do want him, and there's like one more boy I'm like thinking about. I really like the look of this face for him, so I'll probably get a custom face up from a face up artist, but I want it to be not like a copy of this, but kind of like this. Ambrosia is an angel character who like winds up getting with the demon lord, and then like it's a whole thing. He's bad, he's good, he flip-flops a lot. He is a very feminine, very pretty boy who has a lot of issues, so I like that this face is very feminine, but it also looks kind of pissed off and sad at the same time. I think that's absolutely perfect for him and exactly his vibe. I know the face up's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but even this face looks kind of like it's pouting and pissed off. But I'd also want whatever face up artist I wind up going with to add, I don't know, more like sparkles, or just, I'd like it generally to look like this, but I do want to lean into him like being an angel, so having some otherworldly bits or maybe some white eyelashes mixed in. There's only 2 more things, I say only, on my 2026 doll plans, so let me pull those up. I was planning on getting this doll body for my Lila head. She's a ballerina, and I really like the way this body seems to be able to pose. I mean, if anyone has any other recommendations for like a ballerina, go for it, but this one looked pretty good to me. There was a different body I wanted. For those who have been here, you may have seen my Xiao. The neck is too small for her head, so I was thinking down the line, this is very low on the priorities list. This would probably be a 2027 thing. Even this body might be a 2027 thing. Of getting her a new body, and then I'll either sell the old body, but you also see in the video I'm like, I'm not gonna sell this body, so the fact that I accidentally destroyed the box, who cares? Maybe I would sell the body. I like the body though, so probably realistically I'll hang on to the body. and get another head and have another doll. It's also tricky because I broke her finger and I'm like, if she's missing the original box, her finger's broken, like I'm not gonna get much of a return on investment there. I thought I might give Xiao this body. I was going to give this to my ballet character, but I noticed in the photos, it's like the body's not like posed in a difficult way at all. I really like the look of this body. Like I think that looks great. But for a ballerina, I was like, meh. But this has a neck size that would be more appropriate for Xiao. And Xiao, she's a princess. She's mostly standing and sitting. She's not doing anything wild with her body. So I thought this would look really good with Xiao. So if I replace Xiao's body with something that will fit her head better, it will probably be this one. And then I'll have a Zagadol body. Maybe I'll get a Zagadol head or something else that will fit it. There's one more thing on my plans for this year, so let me show you. I'm not a big fan of like making content off of other people's content, so I will probably try and make this section brief. But I figured in like a recommending low-key advertising way, maybe this would be fine. Lilie Who is this artist that I follow on Instagram. She has these just amazing sculpts. And I was planning on getting this Elise sculpt when she opens pre-orders. I want this one down the line. I think this one's called Charlotte. But I definitely want to purchase an Elise head. Oh my gosh. When and if, I know she was answering questions on pre-orders on her Instagram, and at the time she had said around Halloween she's planning on opening pre-orders with fantasy colors. Again, I have a D&D character. She's a drow. She has like dark purple skin. So I was planning on getting an Elise for sure. I do like this one too, but that would be low down because I don't actually know what I would do with a doll like this, but I do think she looks really cool. Even without the face up, she's adorable. Oh yeah, you could see me being like, wow, I love these dolls over there. If she opens a fantasy resin pre-order, I'm definitely buying one of these. I'm currently saving up. As we speak, I'm preparing my doll fund for her dolls. So those were all my 2026 plans. How many dolls can I realistically have? You know, let me know yours in the comments. Do you like any of the dolls that I picked? If you don't like any of them, maybe don't tell me. That might hurt my feelings. But when I get the dolls, I'll film unboxings. We'll make it a thing. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.